I could just check if the others also have something new to say about us allying with the mages. Probably, I would guess so. So maybe let's just do like a quick round and then go for the war table.
So we have gained the mages.
Yeah.
Excellent. They should be able to seal the breach. You are certain you experienced time travel? Could it have been an illusion? A trick of the Fade?
I mean, it was so elaborate, and I mean to what end? I mean, Dorian and me, we are both certain.
I've been to the Fade before. I'd know it.
Point taken. What an amazing gift. It is vital the Inquisition succeed to avoid the future you witnessed.
We saw... Did we see Solace?
I'm surprised you're not more interested in your own future.
I know enough. If that future happened, then I, and Cassandra, Cullen and the rest, failed to stop this Elder One. Speaking of which, you should ready yourself.
For?
This Elder One. You have now interfered with his plans twice. Once at the Temple of Sacred Ashes, and now again at Redcliffe. A being who aspires to godhood is unlikely to ignore such an affront.
Yeah, and I mean especially a growing organization like us. So I guess sooner or later, they would just go out and attack us.
Up your whole life for the Maker. I mean, look at the Chantry.
I wish I was 26 again. The only thing that has gone uphill since then is finances. Oh, I'm broke. I would love having better finances though.
Did you hear the news? We all did.
And how much did you need?
10 sacks would do it.
Just stand here and listen to the bard song. But well.
Why did you ask how much?
Well, that's mages all over. So many robes, I bet all of Ferelden lost their curtains. I'll just be the other side of Haven, just in case.
Of course, Sarah doesn't like elves, Sarah doesn't like mages. We're getting to go along swimmingly. Going to get, not getting to go. Did I say I was tired?
These mages are here to aid the Inquisition. Don't worry.
Sure, don't worry. Magic up there, magic down here. What's to worry about? I mean, yay, freedom. Great for them. Over there, away from me.
If you accept them, then that's okay.
I'll be back if I need you.
Go on.
I wonder if she realizes that we are a mage. I don't think so. Maybe we shouldn't tell her.
The Mage Rebellion joins the Inquisition. I've got to admit that's a twist I didn't see coming. One thing you saw in the future worries me. I mean, it was all bad. But Red Lyrium and Ferelden, infecting people and growing out of them, that's bad. Finding more of it really punches a hole in my Red Lyrium at the temple was a coincidence theory.
Especially this whole spread, there was so massive amounts of it. Really insane.
How long does it take for Red Lyrium to grow? How fast can it spread?
It took years to infect people in Kirkwall, but no one there was actually ingesting the stuff. This Elder One managed to take the worst thing I can think of and make it worse. That's an accomplishment.
Yay! Yeah, I mean we do have as a quest and we already destroyed some of it, so let's hope that actually helps.
We can't leave a single piece of that lyrium out in the wild.
I'm with you on that. I've got people trying to find out where the red stuff came from. I think maybe we should make that a priority. But that's enough doom and gloom. You just won a big victory for the Inquisition. What are you going to do to celebrate?
Then again, how do we actually destroy the Red Lyrium? Do we just... I mean, once we find it, we just crush it, but can it still affect people? How do you really get rid of it? But maybe that's the scientist in me who has to worry about in the laboratory, like, how to dispose of different things. Oh well. I mean, never say no to a party.
That's a good point. We should celebrate. A banquet. Something like a banquet.
Word to Josephine, and I bet she could arrange anything. Things should be calm around here for at least the next hour. Take a moment to enjoy it. If the world's about to end, I'm sure the Seeker will let us know.
Playing some cards in a tavern. Doesn't have to be something big. At least some respite. There was
The
a
Harry
fight.
said we weren't to sell
I was broke in my 20s too. I think many are. Oh yes. Looking at my friend group. But for most economy will improve in the 30s and 40s, even if other things go downhill. Physically, I think my peak was around 25. Oh yay! We'll just go downhill from now on.
So, that Tevinter guy sent you into the future?
I don't seem to be very happy about that.
If you're worried about magic, I can protect you.
My blade pretty much protects me.
Perhaps I can do things your blade can't.
I don't know. It has blood grooves. Well, technically it's the Fuller, but blood grooves sound so much more violent. Anyway, I hope our new friends have what it takes to close the breach. Damn thing gives me a headache just looking at it.
That felt like fails flirting. Oh well.
Travel safely. I'm glad they're big, strong men.
You don't think I have blood grooves?
There was never going to be an easy answer to the mage dilemma. What you did for the mages took courage. You gave them a chance. Everyone deserves one.
Interesting, that was a very easy approval from Blackwall. And I think he also greatly approved in the moment we did that decision, right? Ah, Cassandra, you will hate us. Well. Hey!
And what are we
Looks like
supposed
us.
to do, exactly?
What you always do. Complain.
We've already spoken with Commander Cullen. No one listens. We want better quarters. We want the Templars kept at a distance. And some respect for...
This is not the Circle. You mages are our allies, not our wards. Act like it.
How are we supposed to...
Deal with it.
Nice. But I mean, she's not too wrong. She has some points.
It never ends, evidently.
You don't need to tell me that.
I just don't know who told them I'm the one to yell at.
Is it that bad?
The mages are here as equals. They need to get used to what that means. It is your doing, after all. You created this alliance.
It kinda does sound like she's complaining, right? Well, I guess she is.
I had to think on my feet, and I did what I could.
Oh. I do sound like I'm blaming you, don't I? I don't disapprove. In fact, you did well. You made a decision when it needed to be made. And here we are. I wish I could say this was my doing.
Interesting, that's more approval of a mage lines than I thought, especially with her being so careful about us being a mage in the very beginning. But I mean, that's nice.
We wouldn't be here at all if you hadn't stood up against the Chantry.
You're being kind.
You're discounting your role in this.
Let's close the breach. Then we can say how successful I was.
Be more positive, Cassandra.
Greetings.
That's enough for now.
Another time, then.
Greetings is enough. Yeah, Cullen probably is not very happy about that. But at least there's no approval for Cullen, so we don't have to worry about that.
The mages are ready to approach the breach. I pray this will be enough to close it.
You weren't happy with how I brought in the mages. Do you have a problem with me as well?
Of course not. I have no intention of endangering your alliance, but I must ensure the safety of those here. That concern extends to the mages. They are putting themselves at risk for the Inquisition, as are you. Any precautions taken are meant to aid you, nothing more. I hope you will accept them as such.
I should get to know you better. We're working together after all.
What would you like to know?
Everything.
Where are you from?
Huh? Why did this letter now pop up? I think that's a bug. A letter from Brother Bernard to his former employer. Don't seem to be...
I grew up in Ferelden near Honley. I was transferred to Kirkwall shortly after the Blight. This is the first I've returned in almost 10 years.
It's pretty cool that you can meet him in all the games. I don't know if you meet him in Origins, if you don't play the Mage Origin. But I just remember that you can meet him in the Mage Origin. Oh, well, you definitely do, I guess. And I mean, in Dragon Age 2 he plays a more prominent role.
Varric's from Kirkwall. Did you two know each other?
I knew he was friends with the champion of Kirkwall, but little else.
Was?
We've spoken more since I joined the Inquisition, largely at Varric's insistence. Apparently I spend too much time with a serious expression on my face, and it's bad for my health.
You haven't seen Ferelden in 10 years. Are you glad to be back?
I was not sorry to leave at the time. I did not expect to return. Now, between the Divine's murder and the breach, I've arrived to find nothing but chaos.
Cullen wants to go to the tower to recruit the mages to fight the Darkspawn. Okay. But I mean, there are not that many characters who appear in all three games, right? Like, I mean, I can't really answer that because I didn't play Origins till the end. But like, Flemeth, Cullen, and I think that's all I can think of. Right? Liliana, of course.
You were in Ferelden during the Blight. Did you fight Darkspawn?
No. I was stationed at Ferelden's Circle Tower. The Circle had troubles of its own. I remained there during
He's referring to...
What happened at the Circle Tower?
Few who survived the Blight have fond memories of that time. I would prefer not to speak of it.
What was Kirkwall like?
While I was there, Canary occupied and then attacked the city. The Viscount's murder caused political unrest. Relations between mages and Templars fell apart. An apostate blew up the Chantry, and the Knight Commander went mad. Other than that, it was fine.
Oh god, it was such a horrible time for the city. Dragon Age 2. Every few years a complete uprising.
What happened between Kirkwall's mages and Templars?
You were at the Conclave. You must have heard people speak of it.
Yes, but you were there.
There was tension between mages and Templars long before I arrived. Eventually, it reached a breaking point. There was fighting in the streets. Abominations began killing both sides. It was a nightmare.
What happened then?
You remember?
Templars should have restored order, but Red Lyrium had driven Knight Commander Meredith mad. She threatened to kill Kirkwall's champion, turned on her own men. I'm not sure how far she would have gone. Too far.
So you opposed her?
I stood with the champion against her, in the end. I should have seen through Meredith sooner.
Would have been very helpful for the story, but, yeah. Oh well. Dragon Age 2 was also such a blast. Really fun to play. Free. Flemeth, Morrigan, Liliana, Cullen, Alistair. True, but I think Alistair just if he becomes king, right? If he doesn't become a king, he shouldn't reappear, right? Tegan, that's all I remember in all games. And I think would Alistair appear in this game? Not be yeah, he would appear not being the king as well. Huh.
I'll let you return to your work.
Should you require anything, I'll be here.
But wait, Morrigan? I don't remember Morrigan in Dragon Age 2. Am I just forgetting something, or... I'm quite sure we didn't see her in Dragon Age 2.
You need anything here? Things safe at Haven?
No, she's not, sorry. Ah, you don't need to apologize. I was just confused. But yeah, really looking forward to seeing Morrigan in this game. Spoiler, I guess. But not a major one.
Reports of fade rifts and demons keep coming. The people are terrified, and it's only getting worse. The only thing that will calm their fears now is the hope that someone out there can save them. You have to be that someone. No one else has any power over the rifts. Seal them. Your legend will spread, and Thedas will learn to trust the Inquisition.
Oh boy, no pressure. I mean, we're really trying, but oh boy. Just reading the sentence, I watched you die for me, and I'm like, how would I react if someone came to me and was like, I saw you die for me?
In Redcliffe, you sacrificed yourself so that I could return here.
Of course I did. One small life in exchange for a second chance at history. I always loved a bargain.
Not even hesitating for a second.
It was still a sacrifice, and still noble.
And I would do it again.
Very honorable.
Why do you want me to seek out the rebel mages? Why do you care?
I've known mages. Some of them were better people than me. And yet I'm free and they're not. It's not right.
Couldn't agree more with that.
Anything I should know?
Tegan has returned to Redcliffe Castle and resumed his duties as Lord. The people are returning, slowly but surely. Unfortunately, our show of support for the mages has angered many.
Yeah, if they want to complain, they can. I remember a lot from Origins, because my memory is a lot fresher because I played it lately. How did you get it to work?
Anything I should know?
I've nothing to report at the moment.
Kind of feel like we already did all the other ones. So let's not ask them again.
I'll leave you to your work.
Okay, that's already been almost all our companions. Should we have a fight with Vivienne?
For she who trusts in the Maker, fire is her water. As the moth sees light and goes toward flame, she should see fire and go towards light.
Fire is her water, she should see fire and go towards light. Uh-huh. Okay.
Magic exists to serve man,
Yeah.
never to rule over.
Ah, come on, let's not fight with
Foul
Vivienne.
and corrupt are they
Oh, should
who
we?
have taken his gift and turned it against his children.
Oh well.
For she who trusts
So, let's have a talk with
Inquisition
Josephine.
appreciates your assistance in this matter,
go
Lady
outside.
Corbin. And my miners appreciate your business. You'll have your lyrium by the end of the week. I should tell you, Ambassador, the Chantry raised some fuss when they learned about our arrangement. The Inquisition must certainly seem an audacious idea to the Grand Clerics. We hope to convince them it is a necessary one as well.
Nice. Some lyrium smuggling, I guess.
I'll take my leave. Good day.
Who was she, Ambassador?
A merchant. I thought we should reach out to the dwarves to secure lyrium for the Inquisition's mages. According to Lady Corbin, it raised the ire of the Chantry.
How?
Oh no.
Access to lyrium makes us rather more formidable than anticipated. We're becoming a challenge.
Sadly, the remaining Grand Clerics appear to be consolidating the Chantry's power instead of comforting the masses.
Great. So they rather oppose us instead of comforting the masses or thinking themselves about how to save the world. Yeah, I think the Chantry's incompetent pretty much sums this up.
The Chantry couldn't solve its own problems when it had a divine.
Yet many people continue to bear it great love. We will not benefit from its decline. Little but the Chantry ties Orlais, Nevarra, Ferelden, Antiva, and even Rivain to a common cause.
Has the Chantry truly promoted such peace?
Andraste's chant is familiar across kingdoms, a source of many shared customs. That is the crucial point. Common ground is the start of all negotiations.
Regarding origins, I just used the 4 GB patcher, a few bug fix mods plus camp chest, using the EA app version. That might be worth a try to play it without Steam. Maybe I will give it a go. Thank you.
So if everyone listens to the chant, things will be smooth as silk.
I did say commonality is merely a beginning, but it's an important one. We must learn to think beyond our own wants to secure peace in Thedas.
I just wanted to say, that's quite ambitious, but also quite idealistic. I like that.
Planning to steer the history of the world, Ambassador Montillier?
I believe the Inquisition is already charting that course. Which brings me to a question, if you have a moment. The remaining Grand Clerics sent a missive inquiring about the events at the Temple of Sacred Ashes. They demand to know whether the Inquisition officially claims that Andraste saved you from the breach. If it were up to you, how would you reply?
I mean, answering a question with a question, but the even better question is...
Will my answer change your reply to the Chantry?
If Leliana, Cassandra Cullen, and I could agree on our official stance, I could answer that. We should decide soon. The revered mothers don't seem to know what to make of you.
Yes, let's gaslight them. I think those are the two things in Aiden. Are like, the one thing is like, if I claim that, I can just use the Chantry and make them see reason, maybe. On the other hand, Aiden definitely doesn't think he's sent by the Maker or chosen by Andraste, because he just doesn't believe in Maker and Andraste, but just in the Elven Gods. That's private. But I mean, so far I think we tended to deny it. I mean, it can't hurt, right?
I tell the Chantry that Andraste herself shielded me from harm.
I'd truly like to hear the debates that would raise in Val Royeaux. Thank you for your thoughts. A good day to you.
And also maybe just to see the funny reactions, because we are in an elven mage protected by Andraste, and it's just very funny. Turn and research.
That will help.
That was quite a few XP. Should do that more often. Nice. Both a new perk and also a level up, I think. Hey, Gixo! Nice to see you. How are you? And Happy New Year! What kind of ability do we want? Do we just go for more fire? I think so. Clean burn, chaotic focus. Ooh, barrier bonus. But it consumes our barrier to deal more damage. We'll work out. Surely we won't need that barrier. Alright, so let's go to the War Council. You seem very excited, Jigsaw. Right. We wanted to get the lockpicking one.
About Cullen?
Secret, right?
Yes.
Left hand's fine.
Haven has limited space for our soldiers to train. Perhaps we could set up something over here.
Then again, I know that would be very handy, but I think I want to unlock all the knowledge things first. Of course, I just remembered that those open up more options in the dialogue, and I just want to be able to use them. So we already have the arcane knowledge. We do have underworld knowledge. And you also get more XP for stuff, so that's also neat. Nobility knowledge. And history knowledge. Let's go next for history, I think. Alright. Coin. Go. Let's see, did I even do? Ah, I did do some missions. Successor one. I think that's it. In your heart shall burn. Join forces with your new allies to solve the heart of the breach and close it once and for all. Do you think we will end the game between level 8 and level 11? I seriously doubt that.
The best of the mages are ready, Herald. Be certain you are prepared for the assault on the breach. We cannot know how you will be affected.
Okay, maybe before that, let's check what level we are. Anxiety. Would you guys like to share your New Year's resolution? We're just level 8. I think we will do other stuff first. But yeah, regarding New Year's resolution, I don't really do those, I gotta say. So, I don't know. I can't really answer that. How about you? Okay, let's say, since it's level 8 to level 11, let's try to reach at least level 9. And go with that. The big question is now where to go to. Just go and do more stuff in the hinterlands. Yeah, let's do that. Some hinterlands adventures. But I mean, if I had to choose a New Year's resolution, I think trying to do a little bit more stuff. Like, I don't know, in the last year I had like quite a lot of weeks struggling with depression and mental health and just lying in bed a lot, and would love to improve that. But I don't know if that's a New Year's resolution, but it's definitely something I want to work on this year. Alright. Here we have lots of locked things. Could go for shards. Shards are kind of boring. Let's go and hunt some rams, I guess. Here we go. And we're going to take along Dorian, Varric, and Cassandra, I think. Yeah. I think that's a very nice setup. Have you tried replacing your Dragon Age Origins Axa with this one for the Steam version? Oh, I did quite a few things. I don't know if I did that. I will look at it after the stream. So, thanks for the link. I will try it out. I just remember that on stream I tried quite a lot of things to get Dragon Age Origins to work and it just didn't work.